it's mostly directly related to resources. Students who have a greater, who are being exposed to more resources tend to perform better inside of school.
Everybody is on the same level in a school like that. Everybody's being taught the same thing. You really don't have room to grow education-wise, meaning if you're good at something but everybody in the class is behind, then you're going to be behind with them because you're moving at the same pace as everybody else in the school.
So there's no like gifted programs?
Yeah, like most schools, I mean, they have it, but they won't have it to the extent to where, you know, where you can really excel. They might have a couple of classes to where kids who get straight A's in math, they take an extra math course, so they in IB math, but when it's all said and done, you're in the same school, you learn the same stuff that they learn. You really ain't got no room to excel.
It's more so not related to the condition of being low income. It's more so related to what is the student being exposed to. If you take that student from a low income household and you expose them to the exact same resources as a student from a average income or above income household, the student can indeed be successful. So it's a matter of resources as opposed to background.
People who have a low economic status at home or who are poor at home don't use school as education, they use school as a way out. So a lot of kids in that position go to school just to leave from the house. They don't go to school to learn, they go to school to socialize, they go to school to mingle, they go to school to have freedom away from the home.
So if you have a student who is exposed to many different forms of, is exposed to a quality educational program, is constantly being talked to and being told that education is valuable, and that student also is being given the reasons why an education is important, then usually that student will value education more, they're going to try harder, and they will typically be more successful than the student who comes from a household that is not really pushing how valuable education can be, and who is not providing that student with the resources needed in order to be successful inside of the classroom.
Even though you're on a low economic level, in your house, your family can instill certain values that teaches you to work harder and be better in school, and those are the exceptions. But not a lot of families are like that, but there are some out there.
I think that given the right allocation of funds, and that can be used to invest inside of a student's future, I think that that will definitely make a difference in whether or not students are going to be successful. Because, of course, with money comes resources, and as I've said for the previous two questions, everything kind of depends upon how much how much resources is going to be given to the child, and whether it's going to be financial resource in terms of providing them with high quality books, high quality teachers, programs that are going to help to boost the student socially, programs that are going to be used to assist families in need. All of it comes down to the allocation of funds to those resources that are needed in order to help a child be successful.
I think a major solution to the problem could be to have placements, like real placements. I'm not saying like, oh, there are some schools that you got to take a test to get here. I think that just like the government administer the ACT and they administer the SAT, they should have like coming out of middle school placement tests, things like that. If you're in 8th grade, they should have a test they should have a test just like the PSAE to rate how good you are in school and put you in placement. And even if you're not doing good, then they can at least like put you in a school that'll make you better. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because your school is down the street from your house don't necessarily mean that's the school you got to go to. If you're not put in a position to succeed, it's going to be hard for you to climb up and then succeed. Because not only you being put in a position where you won't succeed, you putting below a position. So first you got to get to a level to where you're not on that bottom standard anymore. Then once you get to an average level or a regular level, then you have to climb higher to get to the highest level. So I believe it's like a trickle down effect. My mom wasn't put in a good position to succeed because her mom wasn't put in a good position to succeed because her mom wasn't put in a good position to succeed. If I grew up in a low income neighborhood and I struggled and I just so happen to fall behind and I stay in that low income neighborhood, then my kids aren't going to have much of a better chance than I'm going to have. We already started way below and had to climb our way back up, and generations later still find ourselves climbing.